I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat.
The venerable B-17, an icon of World War II and total air supremacy. Nobody can doubt that the Flying Fortress and her crews who served and died helped win one of the biggest conflicts in the history of man. What is it about the B-17 has created such a lasting image? Perhaps it's the allure of her metal lines. Or maybe the mystique and lore clouded in conflict? The B-17 was truly loved by her crews and continues to captivate and entertain audiences around the world. Visit any B-17 and you will find men discussing how they maintained and fought for their lives in this aircraft. Have you ever been to an air show or a museum and dreamed of stepping into this aircraft? Now you have that opportunity. A2A Simulations is proud to present Accu-Sim for the Wings of Power 2 B-17. We are sitting on the tarmac and Engine 3 is all primed and ready to go. See and hear how Accu-Sim brings these engines to life. Clear prop! Let's add another shot of primer.
Engine 3 is starting. Oil pressure is coming up.
Every engine has characteristics and a life of its own. The smoke, for example, is showing the oil burning off as the engine is starting. This is all thanks to Accu-Sim.
Engine 4 starting. Oil pressure is coming up.
Clear prop! The new Accu-physics for this aircraft will affect it in ways you have never seen before in Flight Simulator.
Engine 2 is starting.
Engine cowlings rumble and shake your airframe depending on power applied and their condition.
Engine 1 is starting up. Oil pressure is rising.
The entire dash is fastened with shock mounts and is also thus affected. You can even open your windows as little or as much as you want and hear the sound of the corresponding wind. You can load 100 or 91 octane fuel, which affects the aircraft, various oil grades which help in starting in very cold or very warm weather, quick loadout buttons, a fuel transfer system where your crew will actually assist you, hydraulic systems that affect the brakes and cowling flaps, an exhaustively researched electrical system, and the coup de grace, a fully functional C1 autopilot with electrical motor control. A2A Simulations has not withheld a single punch in the production of this aircraft.
Captain, I have some music on the radio for you.
Before we continue discussing what this unique crew can do, let's listen to what our radio man has tuned in for us. Yes, what you're listening to is actually a feature of this aircraft, but it's just a small taste of the things that this crew will do. The tail gunner will report the state of your tail wheel. Your waist gunners can fire up the onboard APU, report the state of your landing gear and flaps, and can even hand crank them if necessary. Your co-pilot can help you fly the aircraft by taking various controls at your command. Your bombardier can fly the aircraft for you or drop bombs or internal bomb bay fuel tanks. And of course, there's always your skilled engineer. Your engineer is the most knowledgeable member of the crew. If you ever have watched the original Star Trek series, he is your Scotty. While he has the task of manning the upper turret, your engineer is the third set of eyes scanning the systems. He'll even watch the engines from time to time and definitely keep a close eye on those engines that are damaged. In World War II, engineers had been known for stepping in for a pilot or co-pilot should any of them or both be injured or incapacitated. You as the captain will quickly learn to rely on his experience. If you have ever experienced the joy of flight, you know there is nothing quite like a beautifully maintained aircraft. When everything is tuned just right, the pilot and the machine become one. Even though she was built for the rigors of combat, she deserves proper care. Accu-Sim lives and breathes under the hood, and now they have opened that hood with an all-new interactive maintenance hangar. Typically, when you pull your B-17 into the hangar, your crew will perform routine maintenance. But for the purpose of this video, we have induced some catastrophic failures. Worn and failed parts will show up here, and your crew chief's notes will be written down here. To simplify things, you can always perform a complete overhaul. Or you can go in depth and view a cutaway of each engine. Here you can see cylinders 1 and 2 need maintenance, while the oil filter and cylinder 5 need replacement. This is but a short preview of a whole new world within Flight Simulator. A2A has left no stone unturned, creating the ultimate big prop flying experience. With the B-17's manifold pressure selector, you can set your throttles once and simply dial your power setting, thus making her fly like a big Piper Cub. A2A Simulations hopes that this video shows you why they are so excited about this aircraft. Being that the Wings of Power 2 B-17 was the first aircraft they released for Flight Simulator 10, it was an honor for the team to go back and redo this aircraft. Join us and fly a real living legend.